What's up, gang? Sarah here to take you through a swim-specific shoulder and arm warm-up and activation, which is going to get you completely ready to go into the pool, or maybe you just need a little love after a couple days, weeks of really hard swim training. This is going to be great to really begin to start opening up those long shoulder and arm lines. So as you can see, I've got a short stick. We're going to keep this workout comprised of just 5 exercises. So if you're ready to roll, let's do this. We're going to head into a kayak exercise as our very first workout. So what I'd love for you to do is grab your short stick, extend your arms to either side of your stick. I want you to take a shoulder width stance, root those feet down, and now bring your stick firmly up against your chest. You may or may not be able to push it a little further out in front. From here, go ahead and give the stick just a little bit of a squeeze, providing just a little bit of pressure. Let's say about 30%, 3 out of 10. Now from here, I want you to take your right arm, slide it back, and let your left arm come forward. So we're now looking left arm at 12 o'clock. Right arm is behind you at around 6 o'clock. If 12 is ahead and 6 is behind. Now from here, push your left arm back and down as we let the right arm come up and over. So we're going to really slowly let this arm come up and around as we do this, really pushing backwards with the forward arm as we go through this. Now, you might be tempted to let those hips come into this and drive a lot of rotation, but we're working shoulders and arms, so I only want to see those shoulders and arms sweeping up and around and trying to create as much movement as you can that you have available to you. Still minding as much pressure between that stick end as much as you can. So remember, it's about a 3 out of 10 effort, 30%. So let's go for 2 more revolutions. We're going forward at this point. There's 1. Here comes 2, and I want you to land right at your right side. Now from here, let's take this backwards. We're still got those feet rooted. Now push from your right hand, and I want you to allow that left arm to come sneaking up and around. Now, once again, really tempting to let those shoulders lead the rib cage to rotate, but I really just want you to think about moving shoulders and shoulder blades only on this one. Really tracking that right arm up and around behind, very, very similar to that backstroke that you do. Now, very tempted to add that rotation, but again, we're looking to strictly keep this locked into our shoulders and to our arms. So go ahead, let's give me 2 more. Right arm comes up and around, left arm comes up and around, and there it is, gang. Now from here, I want to move into a propeller movement. So it's going to be focused at the wrist, but it's going to drive movement up in the shoulder. It's going to drive some rotation. So I'd love for you to grab your stick right in the middle, and I want you to extend that arm out into 12 o'clock. Now, once again, we got those feet firmly rooted. Go ahead and give me like just a soft horse stance, pretending like you're sitting right over the top of a carousel horse. Now from here, with that right arm fully extended out in front, give me a firm grip. And now I want you to slowly begin to turn that stick, stopping where you begin to feel tension or where you begin to feel that elbow begin to break. Now turn and change direction. So I'm now going to lead with my pinky out in the opposite direction. So we're going to do 10 movements through here. And we're trying to keep this as slow and as controlled as possible. Thumbs down. Now I'm going to turn and lead with my pinky and go up. I've got 4. Now I'm going to take a side angle for you so you can see what I've got, trying to keep this arm as extended as possible. And if you're feeling like this elbow wants to break, come right in here. Allow yourself to keep that elbow engaged while we try to drive that movement from the shoulder. Here comes number 7. And again, you're going to feel this all the way up into that shoulder joint, really beginning to drive rotation through that. Let's go 1 more. Bring the thumb down. Try to get pinky going up. And then let's go 1 more. Slowly, once again, driving that movement from the pinky. Keep that elbow as straight as possible. Very good. You can feel that. Feel that shoulder, how it's activated. Now let's go ahead, switch arms. One straight back at you again. Stick is vertical. 12 o'clock straight out in front. Now let's go ahead and turn, leading the thumb down, arm stays extended. Again, remembering to try to keep that elbow as straight as possible. Slow to turn. You feel like you might have a little bit more range of motion on either side. It's all right. Work with what you have. Try not to force what you don't have. There's 3. Again, slowly rotating, trying to keep a full grip, not allowing that pinky finger to come off the stick at any point, coming downward into rotation. Here's 5. Again, staying nice and strongly rooted through the feet, finding that core as well. And that shoulder might want to drop. So if your hand drops level of your shoulder, I'm going to take a side position here so you can see this. If my hand begins to droop and fall a little bit lower, just go ahead, reset, bring that hand up to shoulder height. We're going to turn this, palm is leading upwards again. Now let's go ahead, give me one more in each direction, keeping a nice slow, controlled movement. Again, arms and shoulder lines, we're trying to slowly mobilize and activate as we go. And we might feel a little bit of fatigue through here. So it's all right if you use that thumb just to make sure that you keep that wrist in check with line of shoulder. Good. Fantastic. Now from here, we're going to go back to the right side. And we're going to go ahead and you're going to hit a little bit of shoulder external rotation. So from here, here's what I like to do. I'm going to have my right hand holding the stick. I'm going to bring it across my chest. Now we're going to hit the left side while I go ahead and extend my left arm between the stick and my body. Now from here, bend your left elbow, reach up and grab your stick. Put your palm of that left hand firmly up against the stick as much as you can. You may have a little rotation here and you may have a lot. Now from here, I want you to pull your bottom hand to your midline and you can see and feel how that left arm begins to open down to the floor. Here we go. Now what I want you to do is just allow yourself a gentle stretch here, just a little bit of pressure through this stick from your bottom hand pulling. Again, once again, it's like a 3 out of 10, 30%. And now come back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Now I want you to take a little bit of pressure into your left hand as we do this. So allow the bottom hand to pull you into your stretch. Find your end range. Once again, try to keep that left shoulder in line with your left elbow in line with your shoulder. Now add a little bit of pressure. So a little push-pull resistance coming in from that left hand. Hold this for another 3, 2, 1, and then come back up. We're going to do that just 1 more time. Go ahead, pull with the bottom hand. Really try to get yourself just maybe a little bit deeper into external rotation. Now from here, provide a little bit of pressure through the left set of fingers, left palm. There we go. Hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're not done yet. Continue to stay here. What I want us to do is now tack your left arm out to your 9 o'clock position. So off to your side. Now same rules apply here. What I want you to do is pull that bottom hand forward and let your left shoulder rotate back. So it's a little bit more uncomfortable. So do with what you have as far as range of motion. A little bit of pull. Just hold that. It's a 3 out of 10, 30% effort. Hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that shoulder come back upright. Now, if you can add a little bit of pressure through the left palm, go ahead and do that. Slide that shoulder back, pulling your bottom hand forward. Again, keep that core nice and tight and engaged. Hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to do this last one so you have a side view. I haven't changed anything other than how I'm positioned. Now go ahead and allow that shoulder to rotate back by pulling the bottom hand forward. Little bit of pressure through that top hand. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up and then go ahead, literally untangle yourself. And let's go ahead and get started on the other side. So what we've done on the left side, we now have to go ahead and take over to the right. So left hand's going to hold, bring it across your chest. And I want you to go ahead and now slide your right hand through. So my right hand is now looking straight ahead at you at 12 o'clock. Bend the elbow, come up and reach. Palm's going to go right into that stick. Now from here, pull the bottom hand into your midline and allow that right hand to just slide away. Keep your right elbow in line with your shoulder. There you go. Again, once again, 3 out of 10, 30%. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come vertical again. Just give yourself a little bit of release. Readjust the hand if you need to. Let's slide back into it. And this time we're going to provide just a little bit of resistance on that right palm. Go ahead, add that pressure. Now your stick's not going to go anywhere. We're just trying to own this position with a little bit of tension, a little bit of resistance. Hold this for another 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. One more here before we change our angle. Go ahead, pull that bottom hand into your midline, allowing the right shoulder to slide into some more rotation. Now add that pressure. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come vertical. All right. Now we're going to slide that right elbow out towards your 3 o'clock position with our fingers pointing up and our bottom hand going, pulling ourselves forward so we can get that top hand to rotate backwards. Not at the expense of our ribs popping forward. Really try to keep yourself rooted down and in. We're going to hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to go quickly here. So a side view so you can see how I'm standing. And I'm going to pull my right shoulder into rotation, but I'm not going to allow my back to arch. So really try to pull those ribs of yours down towards your hips and let that movement only come through your shoulder. We're going to add a little bit of resistance here and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got one more. I'm going to stay here on this side angle so you can really get a good sight line. Pull that bottom hand forward as your top hand rotates back. Little bit of pressure and resistance through both hands. Hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Swing that stick around, and I want you to go ahead and slowly begin to untangle yourself. So now we've worked external rotation. Let's go ahead and work a little bit of internal rotation. Easiest way for you to start on this one is I want you to take your right hand and I want you to grab the bottom of your grip on the stick. Swing that stick around behind you so your stick is now placed at the base of your skull. Take your left hand, come reach around. So here's how we've got it positioned. Your right hand is on top, your left hand is on bottom. We're not trying to force anything through here. What I would love for you to do now is take your bottom hand, pull down. So you're going to feel a stretch coming through your right tricep, right little bit of lat as well. Now that pressure you're using anywhere from a 3 to 5 out of 10 on this one. Just really try to slowly find your way into this and keep those ribs in check. Hold this for another 3, 2, 1. Now here comes the fun part. I want you to pull up with your top hand. So that bottom hand really gets pulled in. We're going to stretch the front of your left shoulder. Pulling up here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to turn sideways because I would love for you to take that top hand and grab a little bit further down your stick. So once again, I'm going to show you backwards with that right hand closer to my left. I'm now going to pull down with the bottom hand, which would be my left, staying tall, getting a good snug pull through that right tricep. And then from here, holding for another 3, 2, 1, and now pull upwards with the top hand. So you get a little bit more stretch through the front of the left shoulder. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, pull the bottom hand down. Hold that for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, slowly begin to unweave yourself from that stick. Let that right hand come in front. Now let's go ahead and get the other side. So your left hand's going to go palm down on the stick out in front. 3 out of 10, maybe a little 5 out of 10 resistance. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get one more of each. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly begin to take yourself out of that. One more movement to go, gang. Here's what I'd love for you to do. Place that stick right at your waistline, and I want you to grab a full grip. So we've got thumb and pinky wrapped around the stick. We're going to go into a standing dislocator. So we got those feet fully anchored into the ground. We got that belly button tucked in. I want you to pull the stick apart on tension. I want it to be about a 3 out of 10, 30% effort. Does not have to be aggressive. But mind that heel of your hand on that pinky side. Keep that in contact with your stick. Now go ahead, pull apart. Slowly bring that stick up and overhead. Now we're going to keep pulling it apart. Reach those fingertips high to the ceiling and allow that stick, I'm going to turn sideways, so you can now allow that stick to slide behind you. Go to your stopping point where you just can't go any further. Now stay there. Continue to pull the stick apart and hold this for 5. Mind that rib cage. Engage the core. 3, 2, 1. Come slowly back in front. Well done. We've got 2 more of those. Now let's see if we can get a little bit further on this next one. Pull apart, up and over. Find your end range. Don't forget, we want to keep pulling apart. Again, it's a 3 out of 10 effort. Maybe you can get just a little bit further. Extend those hands away from you. Keep that full pinky grip. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back around. Now, if you're feeling like you can get all the way towards your waistline on this one, I want you to see if you can do it. But again, there is nobody telling you that you have to work within the range that you have. Pull your stick apart. Reach those hands up as high overhead as you can. Remember, I want those elbows to be extended. Really beginning to feel this through the chest, through the shoulders. Find the end range that you feel comfortable with, and you're still able to keep that full maintained grip. Once you are there, land there and hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got to get out of it. Push those knuckles away from you, up and over to the ceiling. Nice and smooth, nice and controlled. Slowly bring those hands back to your waist. And gang, you have just completed your short stick, shoulder and arm mobilization and activation workout. I hope you're feeling better. I'll see you again soon.